This may be breaking news for most, but what needs to be said must be heard. To the government of the United States of America, the judicial system, high office of the courts, from every corner office to every public official who has taken an oath in the presence of God, he said, enough is enough. And if the shoe fits, wear it. Someone somewhere in your faculty has taken leadership and its title to their head as if he is not supreme, as if he is not the king of the throne, the one and only true and sovereign leader, the master and ruler of the giver of all governments and nations. How simple-minded you've become to forget where you came from, where you derived from when you've been given the blueprint of leadership displayed and set as an example by Jesus with 2 fish and 5 loaves. Yet you sit with trillions while the American people in whom I've entrusted in suffer from your misuse and indulgent ways. You have been served notice this day as dishonest tax collectors, and your tables have been overturned. In the 1800s, the United States Congress passed a bill giving the United States Treasury authority to inscribe the inscription "In God We Trust" on all U.S. currencies, courts of law, license plates, etc., to bring this nation under one God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. However, it has become apparent that God's name has been taken out of context for selfish and personal gain, leading this nation into chaos and confusion. The United States of America is widely considered or reported to be one of the wealthiest, if not the wealthiest nation in the world. But the government declares itself to be trillions of dollars in deficit. Now, which one is it? Statistics also shows the nation's per capita to be approximately $90,000. Not so. Therefore, the highest courts of God's judicial system, the highest officiating official of all jurisdictions, has called to order adjudication, vindication, and judgment, which summons the government of the United States of America to render each household's per capita to reflect $160,000, not per GDP, but per God, the name in whom we trust. Every U.S. currency is enough evidence in the courts of God's law for the United States Congress to pass a new bill, in which that bill should be called the "In God We Trust" bill. The government have been given the authority to bypass all legalities in which they already do. But this time, let it be for unselfish reasons, for the good of the group, the good of the nation, the good of the world. Not grudgingly nor with malice, but with love, to cease the wrath of God. He says, your time has expired, but you have been granted a continuance by the grace from the courts of his law. He did not give a time nor a day by which this criteria should be or must be met. But he says, people near and far have been subjected under your corrupt leadership for far too long, and it's time for exoneration, to let my people go. They do not owe your debt. They are now the debt collectors. And be made certain that this call is being monitored and recorded. It is past time for restitution, as the American people deserves rest and tuition. So let the process of the proceeds begin. He says, whether by the Bureau of Engraving and Printing or by all your constituents, such as the CBI, the CBO, the GAO, the OFFM, NFC, OPEM, CFO, ASA, OPSP, EDA, BEA, ITA, DOJ, FTC, to name a few, and or owners of multi-million and billion-dollar companies, come together and collectively pass around the collection plates and collect monetary gifts of appreciation as a charitable donation to your nation, as you also have the ability to give yourselves permission to claim such acts as tax write-offs. or whether by mail, bank accounts, QR codes, or round up local authorities, DOD, FBI, or CIA, because if they can come together to seek out the one person, surely they can come together and drop a bag from door to door. And just as people did not listen to Noah, Moses, nor others that God has sent, even down to Jesus, please let this message fall on open ears and warm hearts, and understand that He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Whether voluntarily or involuntarily, whether you adhere to His word or not, there will be a transference of wealth. He says, touch not my anointed. But if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to come to Him so you can find rest. He has an open door policy that swings on welcome hinges at any place, and His office hours are at any time. With love, peace, and harmony, our purpose, our mission, new day, new era, new earth. I am not affiliated, nor do I have any selected training in politics or any documented socio-economical degrees. However, I am a lifelong student and graduate of the University of God with 40 plus years and high honors of experience and expertise, with extensive training in the School of Obedience through the power and authority invested in me from God, in whom I trust, His ambassador, His spokeswoman, His rainbow from His House of Representatives, His kingdom illuminator, to shed light and illuminate any ill will upon His nation.